Welcome to Capital Quotient Quiz, where decisions meet intelligence. The rules are straightforward. Your journey spans 8 core sectors. You will face 5 standard sectors of 8 questions, followed by 3 championship sectors, bronze, silver, and the gold cup, with 7 questions each. To support your strategy, you are equipped with 3 capital shields. Each shield absorbs 1 incorrect answer. If you lose all 3, your session ends. Let's see where your decisions take you. Verify your intelligence quotient. We begin with our first sector.
Which automaker passed 1 million global EV sales first? That's right. Tesla crossed that massive milestone back in 2020, beating everyone. What electric supercar sedan was launched by Xiaomi? SU7 is exactly right. Xiaomi's sleek new model turned heads everywhere. Which luxury automotive brand created the electric Taycan? Unmistakably, Porsche. The Taycan successfully brought luxury into the electric era. In the 1990s, which company released the EV1 electric car? Your memory's sharp. General Motors had a massive cult following. Which country is the home market for EV brand Zeekr? China is the answer. Zeekr is their premium, fast-expanding global brand. Which luxury off-roader got an EV version with 4 motors? The legendary Mercedes-Benz G-Class wins this with an insane electric G-turn. What is the name of Tesla's futuristic electric pickup? Cybertruck, without a doubt. That stainless steel design completely broke the internet. Which US EV startup went public via a massive 2021 IPO? If you backed Rivian, you remember their massive 2021 stock market debut. Which tech giant first reached a $5 trillion market cap? It's NVIDIA, shattering all records, driven by an unprecedented global AI boom. Microsoft integrated its AI Copilot via investment in which startup? The landscape shifted completely when Microsoft backed OpenAI with billions. In 2014, Apple acquired which audio brand for $3 billion? Beats Electronics is correct. Snapping up Dre's empire was Apple's biggest deal. What physical media did iTunes completely disrupt in the 2000s? The album market suffered heavily when compact discs were sidelined by iTunes. Which graphics chip manufacturer designed the AI-powering H100 GPU? You hit the jackpot with NVIDIA. Billionaires personally called their CEO for chips. Which design genius shaped the look of iMac and iPhone? Jony Ive is the one. His minimalist philosophy defined modern consumer tech. What is the name of Amazon's highly profitable cloud platform? A massive chunk of the internet is quietly powered by AWS Cloud. Which open-source AI model family was released by Meta? Meta gave us Llama, fundamentally altering how developers build modern AI tools. What is the central bank of the United States called? The Federal Reserve is correct. Its rate decisions move global markets instantly. Which major American financial institution collapsed in September 2008? The banking industry felt massive shockwaves from the collapse of Lehman Brothers. In business and finance, what does ROI stand for? Return on investment remains the gold standard to measure corporate capital efficiency. What paper document did U.S. workers physically bank every Friday? Many remember when getting a physical paycheck meant standing in long bank lines. Which credit card network was originally founded by Bank of America? Visa is the one. It originally started under the name Bank America Card. What is the standard maximum amount covered by FDIC insurance? The safety net of $250,000 guarantees your deposits. What term describes a prolonged period of rapidly rising prices? Your purchasing power drops noticeably when inflation makes every dollar buy less. Which legendary banker saved the U.S. financial system in 1907? J.P. Morgan famously locked Wall Street's top financial minds inside his library. Which elite group of 8 private northeastern U.S. universities is famous? What began as an athletic conference morphed into the Ivy League elite? Which online course platform founded by Stanford professors went public? Coursera is the answer. Its 2012 debut marked a milestone for online learning. What is the prestigious business school at University of Pennsylvania? Wall Street deeply respects a degree from Wharton, the oldest business school. What physical multi-volume books did students use before Wikipedia? Before the internet, selling heavy sets of encyclopedias door-to-door was massive. Which Ivy League university is the oldest in the U.S.? Harvard University takes the honor, established way back in 1636 as the blueprint. Total yearly cost at a top-tier private U.S. college is closest to? Tuition and fees combined now command a staggering $90,000 a year. What standardized test is widely used for U.S. college admissions? The SAT is correct. This standardized exam is a high-stakes rite of passage. Which cinematic online learning platform features celebrity-led courses? Remote learning felt like Hollywood once Masterclass brought in celebrity teachers. Which global coffeehouse chain was founded in Seattle in 1971? Starbucks is the easy one, transforming global coffee culture from Seattle. Amazon acquired which premium grocery chain for $13.7 billion? Amazon gained a physical retail footprint by acquiring Whole Foods Market. Which luxury conglomerate owns Louis Vuitton and Moet & Chandon? LVMH heavily dominates the high-end space as the ultimate luxury powerhouse. Which physical stores were the ultimate destination for renting VHS? Old schoolers remember Blockbuster and Friday tape rentals before streaming took over. Which sporting giant was founded by Adolf Dassler after a feud? That's Adidas. The bitter fallout between the Dassler brothers divided their hometown. Which entertainment corporation purchased Star Wars creator Lucasfilm in 2012? Disney made the ultimate power play, buying Lucasfilm and Marvel for billions. What fast food titan uses golden arches as its logo? McDonald's is recognized worldwide. Those golden arches stand out everywhere. Which luxury watch brand is entirely owned by a charitable foundation? It's fascinating that Rolex is actually run by a private charitable foundation. Which beverage brand famously launched a red spacesuit jump? Red Bull gave us that spectacle. Felix Baumgartner's free fall went down in history. Which fast food chain launched the famous Where's the Beef ads? The witty team at Wendy's went viral long before social media existed. Which soda giant ran a famous blind taste test challenge? Pepsi shook up the industry with the legendary Pepsi Challenge campaign. What paper booklet did Americans use to mail order holiday gifts? Flipping through the Sears wish book was the ultimate holiday retail tradition. Which cosmetic giant uses the famous slogan, "Because you're worth it"? L'Oreal claims that iconic line, anchoring their premium positioning for decades. Which membership-only warehouse is famous for its locked $1.50 hot dog? Costco keeps tradition alive, refusing to raise the $1.50 hot dog price. What is Warren Buffett's term for a company's competitive advantage? Warren Buffett always hunts for a business protected by an economic moat. How many Bitcoins will ever exist in total? $21 million is the absolute limit. This scarcity makes Bitcoin digital gold. Which precious asset is traditionally tracked via SPDR gold shares? Institutional commodity tracking still relies on physical gold via the GLD Trust. Which darknet site famously used early Bitcoin before being FBI raided? The darknet's infamous Silk Road was the first massive test for crypto. Which agency is primary regulator for financial securities in the US? The SEC holds the regulatory reins, closely monitoring digital asset borders. Which digital payments giant acquired the popular trading app Honey? Cornering the online shopping market became reality after PayPal bought them out. Which world asset giant led by Larry Fink launched the IBIT ETF? Institutional validation was sealed when BlackRock stepped into digital assets. What finance term describes an entity holding massive digital assets? Whales is the term. When these mega wallets move, markets react instantly. Who famously launched a personal Tesla Roadster into deep space? Sending a sports car into space proved Elon Musk loves marketing stunts. Which watch giant produces the Submariner and is owned by charity? Underneath that luxury status, Rolex operates strictly as a charitable foundation. What tech panic feared computer crashes at the midnight of 2000? The Y2K bug caused global panic as Corp spent billions upgrading codes. Which payment titan was built by brothers John and Patrick Collison? Built by the brilliant Collison brothers, Stripe processes billions for web businesses. What is the historical name of the very first block of Bitcoin? The Genesis block officially started the entire digital asset industry in 2009. Which fast food giant was sued over its foot-long subsize? Yes, Subway found themselves in hot water over their short subs. Which oil colossus holds the record for biggest IPO in history? Saudi Aramco claims the crown. Their debut remains the largest public offering. Did you reach the Gold Cup? Share your score and remaining Capital Shields in the comments. We'll see you in the next Capital Quotient Quiz.